Well, hey everybody, how you all doing? Well, I'm back on the Eagle. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start the paint and everything. So I've just thinned out some red. That's all I'm doing here. You know, got some red. Save your meat trays. When you get your meat in from when you buy hamburger or stuff, save these trays here. They're great paint trays. And all I'm doing is I'm just thinning out some red. I don't want things heavy. You know, as you can tell, she is heavily textured, wood burned, everything. Okay, this is going to be white. And then you just want to think this out. Where you want your red. I'm going to do white, red. It's going to do this red. And right through here. This is all going to be red. Okay, then this is going to be white. Right here. Yes, white, red, and then white. Yeah. So we're just going to thin this out. We're going to mark this. And this is going to be a red. So this is all going to be red right here. See how that texture pops out there? Can you see that, folks? See, she just literally pops out there. Okay, take your time. But see, thinning the paint, you're not trying to pull it so much. And you don't want to, you spend that time to texture, that's part of the picture I'm designing. Okay? So see, you just want to take your time. Fill that in. It don't take much paint. You're using a tad of water. Thin your paint as you're going. See, I got a tad of water here and everything. Just a little bit of water goes a long ways. You know, we're basically doing like a watercolor painting here with acrylics here. Okay, just take your time. And see, you can see right here, I'm dragging this red paint out on this paint tray. Just loading my brush a little bit, then pulling it out. And it's going to get that texture. I hope you folks can see. I've got to turn it where I can see it. Get a little bit more water red there. See, this all gets white. Now, like I said, I determined I wanted this one red right here. I change these up quite a bit. I'll flop them around. I've done this where this was all white, you know. Oh, I love this eagle. I do. I like the eagle. And I mean, I can show you other tricks in painting. By dropping in a little black in places sometimes on your red to give it a little bit more shadow. Need a little bit more water. Yes. Now you see that, folks, how she's turning out? Just take your time. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. Just take your time. See how I picked that board up? I'm looking at it. See, I roll all my carvings over. I want strong edges and everything. And don't fret if you touch where you're not supposed to. There's ways of fixing it. So don't fret over it. But you're painting light. So, and see, if you notice, this one's darker than this one because I burnt that one heavier. I did that for a reason. It gives it a different depth. I like that look. Okay, I'm going to have to turn this up like this, folks, because there's just nothing else I can do. I got to paint it on the side. And then what I'll do, I got even smaller brushes. I'll come in and I will get into the really, small little areas. See, some of this I'll leave because I already know this brush is too large. And there's no reason trying it, you know. There's this knot. Like right in this red spot right here. Okay, there's a lot of space that's open, but right now I'm going to stop painting right there because I need to change brushes. Let's see if I can get a little bit more right here. Fill it in with a larger brush and then finish it up with a smaller brush. That's the trick. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Which one did I use? This one I used first. This will be a white. And the biggest thing is have 2 containers of water. Don't put your white brush in your red water. Nope. It's not good. You're going to stain your painting. Alright. Where did that? There it is. There it is. See? A little bit different type of brush and everything. Just so I can get in some little tighter areas. And like I said, you just got to turn it up. Try to get the lighting just right. There you go. Understand your carving. Take your time. And it will come out beautiful. Now, alrighty, as you can tell, see how the red is and all them textures that I did? Pardon me. Alrighty, I'm liking it now. I gotta get this done and contact the people. I gotta send them a picture of it. I mean, no one's obligated, you know. I don't get excited at all because you never know. Some people say, well, I'd like to have it, and then, they back out, which that's fine with me. I've been doing this rat race for years, so it doesn't bother me. It used to bother my wife when they'd say they'd want it and then they wouldn't come back, and they wouldn't take it or whatever. They say, oh, I'll be back here in a little bit, and they never did. It still in a way bothers her, but it doesn't bother me. I don't believe it until the money's in my hand. Alrighty, that's good enough for right now on that. Okay. Hang on, folks. Ooh, it's been cold. Man, just not my cup of tea. I'm just drying out my brushes. Remember, these brushes are red. Do you really thoroughly clean them out? Don't put them in white, or you're going to bleed. They're going to have red paint in them. Get new brushes and everything, and start. Let's see here. This will be fine. Now, I told you this whole piece here, the top of his head, will be white. So we already got the white. See, we've got white paint here, so now I'm starting to thin it out. I don't want a lot. I'm putting water in it. I'm just thinning it out. And then I'm going to lay it on there, and then I'll build up from that. I'm just whitewashing it right now. And I'm going to build layers. But I don't want to take out all that burning that I did. I don't want to cover it up. I got a certain look I'm looking for. Okay? And watch your trays. Don't dip into a collar. That, I've got 2 collars on this tray. It's very easy to not be looking and dip into the red. And how do I know that? Oh, well, I do. I try to tell you people, the mistakes that I've done so you don't make the mistakes. Maybe you want to just put one collar, or get you several meat trays and just separate your collars. When you start mixing collars on trays and stuff, it's easy. Come on, we're all human. It's very, very easy. You'll have, whoa. If you don't catch it, then you look down like, oh, now I've got a pink stripe, because red and white makes pink. Come on. So now and if you did that and everything, our collar, just make sure you have water, and you can pull it back out and thin the wrong collar out, and it'd be easier to cover it up. Don't let it dry. Okay? And don't have a fit. It all happens to everybody out there. It does. No one's perfect. Remember, you're always going to hear me say that. No one is perfect. I'm telling you. Okay, you can see the white. Yes. Alrighty. Like I said, I gotta go buy some sugar pine. Go get me a load of sugar pine. Yeah, looky there. We're moving. We need a tad more white, folks. A little bit more water so we can bring this in. Alrighty. We are roughing in. Oh, I forgot a red spot. Ha! See, I told you no one's perfect. I'll fix that in a minute. I didn't bring that on around. Now that's too heavy. We're going to wipe some of it out. Alright. Better thin that out just a little bit more. There you go. Alrighty. Now, just a little bit heavier right here, because it will lighten up. And then there you go. Let's fix this red. I had an old man's thought, I guess. I forgot to finish the red. Now I'm trying my best, folks, to show you what I'm doing without having somebody standing here, helping to make this video. I really don't understand how you can do it by yourself, but I'm trying. Okay, I'll get into that white, because these two here you can drag these collars, so it's best to let get close to the edges and stop. Okay? Just literally stop. Because now what I'm going to do here, this is going to be white. Okay, so just mark your paintings. This will be white. Thin it out. This is going to be a red. Okay. This will be a white. Oops, we got, how do we get that? We got some pink in. So hang on. We got to fix that. See? It happens. We'll be fine. Now watch what I do. There you go. Fixed. Alright, we need to get a different brush. We must have touched. Okay? Oh, I already see what the problem is. This is going to be white. Right here. Okay. That white is contaminated. Let's wipe this white out. I see what happened. I got a red dot in the white. So I just wiped it out off the paint tray. You know, I found out how I got it. A little white dot fell. That's going to be white. Right there. Okay. And this one's going to be red. So let's get the red back out. So this one's going to be a red one. And this one's going to be a red one. Right there. Okay. Then this one's going to be a white one and a white one. Now that way you won't mess up. You'll know that this gets all white, this gets all white, this gets all white, this gets all red, red, and red. Okay? And then of course this all gets white. You'll take this right here and everything, and you're just going to come in here and do it to it. Get these feathers all whited out. You know, make sure you keep your paint thin, or I mean, you paint it the way you want. This is the way I do it. I don't want to tell you to do something. You know, you may not like this method. Then that's fine. I'm just, I'm trying to show you what I do and how I get some of my textures and some of my look. You know, people have asked me that. I don't expect you to be me. I expect you to create your own self. Okay? I mean, this is my method of madness. I like that look. You may not like that burnt look, and that's totally fine. You know? That is totally fine with me. You're not going to hurt my feelings or, you know, like that. Everybody likes something different. Okay, this gets all white. Yep. I mean, these get all white too, but they're going to be a small detail brush. Trust me. When I say small, I mean small. It'll. You know, what I'll do is I'll come in and I'll get the bulk. I'll do this with a white brush, and I'll paint the bulk. And then I'll come in and I will get into the little tips here with a very tiny detail brush. I'm not worried about the blue because the blue is a dark, stark color. So if you got some paint on the here, you don't have to fret over it because it is very dark. So you can really fix problems with a dark colored. Much easier than a light colored. Okay? And then wash your trays off. I mean, my tray, I got a lot of them that are just finally getting ready to be thrown away because they've got so much paint on them and everything. But if you keep them washed and everything as you're using them, you will you can save on them. I mean, you can literally save on some of them. See, I just thinned that white down. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay, dokie. Gotta hold your mouth open. Remember, I told you in the last one, you gotta hold your mouth open to get into detail. I'm not gonna get really close to the red because it's still wet, and you'll pull red out. That's probably about as good as I'm gonna get right there. You know? All right, let's go. Back to red. And the other way you can do this too, you can put water on your carving right here. Some people will spray it. I just normally, you know, and then when you come in with your red, it's already watered down, and you can just wipe that darling right in there. And that's all you got to do. Yeah. Don't worry about the edges because you got to be able to hold it too. So just get most of the bulk and don't worry about it. You know, we're just knocking out the bulk of the carving. That's all we're doing. I have a heat light. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry to painting, I have a box that I put a light bulb in, and I can actually set this in there. Or you can get you a hair dryer. I've done both. I have done both. A hair dryer and let her go, and then you can keep this thing going all day long and paint it. But I tell you, one of the best things about painting, paint for a while and take a break. You know, just chill. Don't try to, you know, your eyes will, you will finally eventually get tired of looking at it, and you're going to make more mistakes when you're tired. So when you start feeling you're going to nod off, or you're yawning, or you're tired, just stop. Just stop. We're just watching this clock and everything. I'm just trying to give you an example of what some of the things I do. You know, the way I do it. And you can, you know, if you want to try the way I do, that's fine. Or if you, I don't like that Whittler day, that's fine. You know, I understand. Remember, if Rome was built in a day, you know, it wasn't built in a day. It wasn't. And, you know, everybody likes the same thing. And that's what makes this world go around. That's what makes it different. That's what makes it fun and unique. You know? It does. Everybody's different. I'm just wanting to show you, see how that all looks? Yes. Yes. Like I said, I'm not worried about the red on the blue right there. I've got a spot right here I'll fix. I'll wait till it dries. It flickered up onto the white. Well, that's nothing. You know, it's going to happen. Especially when I'm trying to do a video and I'm painting really fast. I'm cramming everything in extremely fast. You won't paint this fast. Your smart thing to do is to stay into one collar and everything. We're just doing a video. But you can stay in one collar. I'll tell you another way to dry one of these, and I've done it a lot. Put your oven on the lowest temperature and set it in there for a few minutes, and it will totally dry it. And then you can just go right back into painting. I've done that quite a bit too. I still do that. Well, you know, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the madness here of what's, you know, what is going to happen. Let's just turn you up. You can see the old man. Got my red shirt on today, folks. Yes'm. But anyway, anywho, you know, there it is. It started. You see me burn this the other day. You've watched me carve several of these. You know, it is started. I have to mix my own paint for the beak. There's a certain color, and around the eye I will mix the paint naturally. But reds and whites, you don't really, well, I do mix some reds, you know, and some whites, but here it's just a normal, I really like this one. And then there is another thing I do to this after I get it painted. Yeah, I do. I'm not satisfied after that. But anywho, there's the American Eagle. Ain't she beautiful? Who could not love the American Eagle in its red, white, and blue? I mean, I love her. I've been making this for a long time. And I'm getting ready to make it again. You know, once I get my sugar pine, these sell very good for me. But anywho, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the love and what I do and this and that. You don't have to paint that. I'm just doing a video. Just do one collar. Don't get into two collars. It can get you. It can get you in trouble. You know, but you seen that happen a minute ago. I dropped a dot of red into the white, didn't see it, and put it in the white. Boom! I had pink, not pink. So I had to fix it. I showed you. You know, it can be fixed. But anywho, remember, no one's perfect. Get out there and try something. Get out of the box. Believe in yourself. I can keep going and going and going. And it's daveposton@gmail.com. Send me your pictures of your work. I like to see your work. I've seen mine. And remember, I appreciate and love everyone for subscribing to my channel. Thank you again. You all have a blessed day. And Willard Day will just talk to you